Remember, the Seahawks didn't punt either. So the Cowboys defense didn't do their part. Didn't Dak do enough yesterday?
That's a great question. And I'm going to say no, he didn't, right? Because I'm going to tell you why.
I'm listening.
As a unit, yeah. What about when you're the one that's blamed? I just gave you an example of DeRon Bland. Him getting picked on him messing up. So we need to see Dak miss a read, throw a pick. We need to see that. Fumble, what happens? We need to see that. How do you respond?
Shady McCoy, you constipated snapping turtle. Dak Prescott actually did exactly what you're asking him to do against your team last year in the Philadelphia Eagles. He threw a pick, first drive of the game, and then guess what? Ended up throwing 400 yards and whooping y'all ass.
Because normally when I see him respond, it ain't responding like that. It ain't responding with a whole 4 touchdowns. It ain't that. So that's what I want to see. When you ask him about, I want to see when he messes up, how he responds. When that happens, I want him to respond. Nah, he ain't here go again.
Yeah, but you gotta give some credit to him not letting that stuff happen, though, Shady.
I didn't give him credit. What you want me to say what to do? I just said he played balling out.
I know, but it's always a but.
Yeah, well, that's football.
Like, dude is doing an excellent job right now, so them picks don't happen. So them fumbles don't happen. So them sacks don't happen. Like, he doing a great job of that.
I get that. But, right,
What just came out of Lesean McCoy's mouth is probably the most ignorant, incomprehensible argument I have ever heard formed against Dak Prescott. There is a reason that all throughout this country, for decades, people have had to go to universities and actually study and have a degree to be able to sit down in front of a camera and talk on national television. No matter what field it is, whether you're a weatherman, whether you're a sportscaster, whether you're a local news anchor, people go to school for this and have to learn this skill through many years of practice, many years of training. And Lesean McCoy, it is very blatantly obvious that you received no training. You have no education as it pertains to being able to sit down in front of a camera and develop a coherent argument on television as a sports broadcaster. Because the shit that just came out your mouth lowered mine and everybody watching this video, and I'm sorry, but I'm a petty person. And if my IQ had to be lowered 20 points, y'all's gotta be lowered 20 points. The stuff that just came out of your mouth is what's plaguing our youth today. Shady McCoy, you're the perfect example of an ignorant person believing that other people believe the line of bullshit that comes out of their mouths. There's too many people out here like that, Shady, and you're the perfect example of that. You and your wife, Miss Booby Parakeet McCoy over there, are the perfect examples of privilege and nepotism, because those are the only two reasons that either one of you are on national airways being able to talk about sports to an audience that, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like 90% of the people that watch y'all programs probably understand the sport that y'all are talking about. And Shady, that's sad because you played the sport, but that's not surprising because your most success came at a time where you actually wasn't playing the sport. You were doing what I'm doing. You sitting your ass down somewhere and watching someone else play the sport for the most part. When you did have some success, some real success by your measure, some success that anybody should care about, which is winning championships. When you did have that happen at that point, you wasn't nothing but a water boy wearing pads, bro. So that's the only thing that you're standing up on, and that little bit of credibility that you established for yourself before people understood how much of an absolute jughead moron you were by the things that you allowed to come out of your mouth. You have said a lot of stuff, my brother, and I learned a long time ago to stop taking you serious. And if people have been subscribed to this channel, if they've been watching our videos, they probably learned a long time ago to stop taking a lot of y'all serious. At this point, we're all just collectively laughing at y'all. That's all these, at this point, that's all this is, bro. I think people understand we're not watching this stuff no more, man. Y'all watching it right now via me. I'm getting the benefit from it. They're not really getting the benefit from it. Their reputation and credibility is taking a hit. Every single time they themselves get on national television and sit down and try to talk to people and put off this facade as if they're coming from a enlightened place when they're making their arguments. But bro, this was an all-time stinker. This was an all-time stinker. You really just sat up here And this is what I'm saying. There's a reason why people had to go to college for this, man. Because you have to learn how to develop, create, and through an argument that you develop and create, know that it's going to translate to the audience that you are trying to target. The stuff that you just said honestly just made you look really, really bad. And I'm sure people that aren't even Cowboys fans heard this and probably cringed just as much as your co-host James Jones is cringing right now. I imagine right about now, James Jones is probably over there sitting across from me from that table, really thinking to himself, do I need this check that bad? Do I really need this little check that FS1 probably throwing me to appear on Speak every single day and listen to this and be attached to this foolishness? Do I need it that bad? I'm sure he probably don't dislike Shady for his sports takes. I'm sure he don't dislike it, but I think any man and any person, any professional, any woman, man, whatever, any professional understands that the company you keep is the company that people believe that you seek. You see what I'm saying? So that's why your credibility can be damaged by even being around certain people. And I'm gonna be honest, bro, James Jones, you're too good for this show. You're too good for this show, James Jones. Shady McCoy, bro, you legitimately just asked Dak Prescott to essentially play like Jalen Hurts did in the first half of that Buffalo Bills game, which is another fallacy in your entire argument, because why are you trying to make it seem as if Jalen Hurts is the standard for what an elite quarterback or what an MVP candidate should look like? Why are you trying to now twist the narrative to where mediocrity and then digging yourself out of your own mediocrity is now the standard for being an MVP? That's not what an MVP is. And I don't want to make this about Jalen Hurts because it's really not about him. And honestly, Shady, I feel like what you have done is really what has made Cowboys fans have to start calling out Jalen Hurts and picking apart what Jalen Hurts is as a quarterback, because you're coming up here and making these types of arguments, bro. Wow. You want him to throw interceptions, to have fumbles lost, and then be able to show that he can come back from that and win the game. And that to you is proven to you that he's an MVP. He did that all last year. Remember? Y'all had specials running all summer, all throughout training camp, all throughout the regular season last year to a 12-5 team. So obviously they winning games. A 12-5 team. Granted, he missed some of those, but a 12-5 team. A year in which he threw, remember, 15 interceptions in 12 games, even though he had a broken damn thumb on his throwing hand, bro. Remember that year? And they were still winning. So if that is the pre-qualification, he has already checked that box. Remember? He had an entire year like that last year. Remember how many games he won while throwing an interception last year? Remember? Oh, don't worry. I'll remind you. Y'all reminded us all summer long, bruh. He threw an interception in every single game last year, except for 2 games. And they won 12 games. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. I'm almost disrespecting myself. Providing logical, factual information to, I don't know, I guess bury your argument, because it was already torn down from the time it came out your mouth. It came out as a pile of shit, just spraying all over the place, bro. Everybody on that set right now need wet wipes. Everyone on that set need wet wipes to wipe their brows off. Because you got boo-boo just stained on everybody's face right now. Everybody's stinking. Everyone's reeking after that moronic, half-wit, incoherent argument that you just brought to that table. Everyone was honestly looking at you in shock. I was shocked when I heard you say this, bro. I was shocked when I heard you say this. And again, I'm not going to make this about Jalen Hurts, bro. But we could clearly go look at the numbers and see, bro, Jalen Hurts is not what an elite quarterback would be doing. Jalen Hurts is not what an MVP quarterback would be doing. What he's doing right now this season is not what they would be doing, bro. Not what they would be doing. How would you be looking at him if you took away those tush pushes, bro? If he had 2-3 rushing touchdowns instead of 11, how would everybody be looking at him with the numbers that he has right now, with just 2 or 3 touchdowns from rushing touchdowns? How would everyone be looking at him right now, bro? We would be saying he's having a very average season, bro, because that's what he's having, is a very average season. But y'all let 8 to 9 1-yard touchdowns that anybody in that position behind that offensive line, anybody can do that, bro. I don't care what y'all talking about. Oh, he squashed 600 pounds. How much accumulated man mass is in front of him moving people that's doing the technique that team created perfectly, bro? Stop it, bro. He's having a very average season, 18 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, bro. A very, very average season, bro. There's nothing statistically anomalous about this season. There's nothing outstanding about the season. And then add in 4 fumbles to that, bro. So 14 turnovers to 18 touchdowns, bro. And the only thing saving him from being looked at as a very average quarterback this year is the fact that he has 8 1-yard touchdowns. Quarterback sneaks, essentially. Wow. Are we freaking kidding me? All summer, y'all clown this man for throwing interceptions in training camp. Now you want him to throw them in the games so that way he can prove to you he can still win while he's throwing them? Are you freaking kidding me, bro? Hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments below. This is absolute foolishness. I just wow, bro. Wow, this might be the worst take I've ever seen, and I just wanted to make sure that we all had our IQs collectively lowered together because mine had to be lowered. No, I'm just kidding, but man, we all laughing at this, man. We all at this point, it's just fun. It's just fun. It's just fun showing how the lack of industry professionalism, industry structure has completely ruined sports media and media in general, bro. And it's just fun showing that. It honestly is. Because if you're walking around saying this type of stuff, and I'm serious right now, all jokes aside, if you're walking around repeating the type of stuff that these sports media people are saying on television right now. Not all of it, some of it. Even not all the hate. You know what I'm saying? Not all the hate either. Some of the hate is like, all right, well, they might be adding a little bit onto it. You know what I'm saying? Just give it a little bit of pizzazz. But this is just way too far, bro. If y'all are walking around parroting any of these talking points, bro, God bless you. And I feel sorry for you, bro. But either way, y'all know how it's in these videos, man. How? Them Cowboys. Take it away, Pastor, man. You gotta bless our ears, bro. You gotta bless our ears after hearing that foolishness. Take it away, man.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still in ball? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still in balls. Hey! Woo! Hey!